That's why I like Joe Burrow. Just because he's not stale. He's not, he's not all tight and wound up like the traditional quarterbacks of, yesteryear, so to speak, Jay. He's got a certain swag to him that you would back him and roll with him because that's how he feels. I mean, the dude is just, he feels that way, and he's going out there and he's showing it. He'll come in the next year at a level, even playing field from a hype standpoint as Patrick Mahomes, and he'll come in that way where Josh Allen has come in that way and hasn't really put it out there quite like Joe Burrow has over the last couple years. So if you're going to put all that yeast in Josh Allen, you might want to reevaluate that situation on the hype machine and start looking at the dude with the Cartier glasses.
So 3/5 of Joe Burrow's offensive line was out in this game, and he was barely touched. He was barely touched. So I give their O-line a lot of credit. Even Joe Burrow said it was probably the best that their O-line has played throughout the course of the season. So I came away last night after watching our game saying, damn, is Joe Burrow worth $300 million?
Yep.
Is he worth $300 million? If we're sitting here talking about Deshaun Watson getting $230 million guaranteed, and where's Lamar Jackson going to be when Joe Burrow's contract comes up? That dude to me is worth $300 million.
It's going to depend.
It's going to be a blank check though, whatever it is.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what's going to determine the way we feel about that? If he goes to Kansas City in
and
consecutive years and pops Patrick Mahomes, if that'd be the fourth time they played as pros, he'd be 4-0, and he gets to the Super Bowl. Come on, man. But if Mahomes gets him, then it'll be more like, okay, now Mahomes got him, and
So if that's the question for Joe Burrow, I'm looking, and I said this the other day, I'm looking at Josh Allen saying, I don't question Josh Allen's talent, right? I mean, he has to do so much for this offense, but I am looking at him similar to Luka Doncic in the NBA. Every single
Great
year,
comparison.
we're MVP odds. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be the guy, and we want him to get there, but he can't seem to get over the hump.
He gets
at
all
this
the hype.
stage of
He
his
puts
career
up the
right
numbers.
now. At this stage of his career,
he's
right
great.
now.
His team is in the playoffs, all that stuff, but maybe he does too much, right? Like, yeah, Key.
So,
Yes, Key.
Jay, if we got Luka and Josh Allen, and we got 4 or 5 Michael Jordans, then what is Joe Burrow? Is he Larry Bird?
I don't know if I could put a name on him. That dude just wins.
I would say let's look at the quarterbacks of the 80s.
No, I mean, we're just talking. I'm trying to.
Yeah, he's
put
Larry
the basketball.
Bird. Yeah,
is he
dudes.
Larry Bird?
Yeah, Bird was the coldest dude in the world before Jordan showed up.
Yeah, that may be it. I don't really. I mean, because it's first 2 years of his career, he's there.
Like Bird, same thing.
Like
Bird
Larry
did with
Bird
the
was there
Celtics.
this first
Bird
year.
showed up. Bird showed up with the Celtics. They won 20-something games the year before. They won 60-something the year he showed up.
Yeah, then that may be it.
Interesting.
Ridiculous. I mean, like
we got about 5. We got about 5 Michael Jordans at quarterback running around.
Every black quarterback who's really good is Michael Jordan, right? He's Michael Jordan.
He's the MJ. Slow down.
Starting at guard.
I'll tell you
I love
what.
this music, man. It's doing get me so hyped.
Mahomes, see, here's what's crazy about Burrow now, guys. Mahomes there's no like the reason when I think about the quarterbacks from the 80s, Joe Burrow's like Joe Montana, just wins, even if he doesn't look as spectacular as John Elway, who's like Josh Allen. Josh Allen's like John Elway light. I know he's not getting to the championship, but he's
0 calorie, huh?
But he's getting into the playoffs. He's, oh my God, that's the greatest package ever. But it's not as much team success as the other dude, right? And then you got like someone like Justin Herbert, also light. Dan Marino, like, look at him, oh my God, but he's not getting the same kind of team successes as Joe Montana did, as Joe. All these guys are light because these guys had done more at the same point. But there is no comparison for Patrick Mahomes. There's no parallel to him. There's no guy who puts up the stupid numbers he does, looks different than everyone else like he does, and has this level of team success. 5 AFC Championship games in the 5 years he's played? What? Ridiculous. But that's why Joe Burrow's got a chance now to do something special. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.